We've wasted enough time. Let's just get into it. I hope everyone's ready. Yeah, this is definitely the greatest ROM hack of all time. So, for the uninitiated, the premise of this hack is sex. Ah! So Mario's finally get himself a reward for all of those years of collecting power from Power Stars. The timer will not be running because I am hosting the stream, and this was a backup to fill time, and I currently am frozen on the marathon stream, so I figured it was better just to start the game without the timer. So we start with everyone's favorite thing in any ROM hack, the opening cutscene. So 20 star is kind of interesting compared to most ISC runs, because the way this game works is the levels basically get bigger as you go on. There's only 3 levels and they all have a lot of stars. So the route actually just ends up being do a stage RTA of C1 and then, like, oh my god, do everything else you need to do. I am a little rusty. I didn't have much time to practice over Christmas. Definitely the best Lakitu skip around. Whoops. So one of the interesting things in this game is you can move during a lot of the cutscenes. So right now I'm just like walking off the screen and I'm gonna start swimming. And up! We see one of the interesting things about this game, and immediately it's gonna give me trouble. Is that we have like Majora's Mask style swimming. It's kind of difficult to control, but once you get the hang of it, it's honestly not too bad. I'm just kind of rusty at the moment. And I imagine the fastest way would be to get this coin by jumping out of the water at it, but it's not very easy to control, honestly. So this bit's a little frustrating. The timer actually is pretty generous, so if you like actually stop doing the dash and line everything up, you have quite a lot of time. So hopefully I will be able to do that. Get the reds while we're here. Oh my god. To sink to the bottom, you dash and then hit B, and I hit B at the wrong time, so just ended up swimming around circles. So yeah, quite a substantial amount of this run basically just ends up being this swimming mechanic. I'm not going to be able to point out every little interesting touch about this game, but one of the reasons why I wanted to show it off is because Mr. Comet's actually done quite a few interesting little quality of life changes that you don't normally see in most ROM hacks because it's a decomp hack. It's definitely noticeable when you play through it, but yeah, kind of more focusing on going fast right now. A very important statue on that island. By which I mean a boss with tentacles that you have to like throw seashells at? Is that what the sign says? I haven't read it in a while. Alright, so I had to sort of do things in a certain order there because once I enter in here it sort of like resets like things like, not the red coin count per se, but if I collected the star it would be gone. I mean, made the star spawn, didn't collect it, it would be gone, and there's a switch that I pressed earlier to get into the room through the chimney. Fuck. Okay. This section is like super scary in the dark. Casually riding the auto-scroller train. Another reason why I wanted to run this is that at the moment I am the only one that's done a speedrun of this game as far as I know. And come on, it's fun! Someone else give it a try, give me a reason to get a better time. I would love that. This jump's a little scary. Oh, got it. Yeah, you get some commands if you're speedrunning that pop up that don't go away while you're swimming, but that's purely because I'm like moving during the cutscene and stuff. Like, you probably wouldn't see that during a casual experience. Alright, so that was the last one in this level. And when you collect all the stars in a level, you get an extra star in this little in-between area. So that's pretty much the whole justification for doing a stage RTA at the start, because you just get a free star. Sort of like doing a 100 coin star or something. We are now in Cuck Canyon. We're allowed to say that on Twitch, right? It's the next one we can't say. So here we only need to grab a couple of stars on the way, and what we're really doing is unlocking these elevators that will take us up to the boss that'll let us get to the next level. One of the interesting things here is that there's like different warps if you fall off the stage, which we will abuse slightly. This one is intended. This will just take me back to where I was before. It would be nice if we had a chance to read any of these text boxes whatsoever, because there are a lot of good jokes, but... So there I jumped into the loading zone for this area, so I could just skip straight back here. The only other time that's really relevant is in a star coming up. It's possible to get blown by the clouds that blow wind at you into one of those and get warped to the complete opposite side of the level, which loses quite a considerable amount of time. It's very annoying. Oops. I believe this is another Majora's Mask reference coming up. It's a spot the difference thing with these moles, so the ones we're jumping through have one thing different about them compared to the others. Oops. You're very slightly not on center with that pipe. It's very easy to ledge grab it. I like overcompensated. Oops. Let's finish the reds now. Alright, so this next section, I'm not sure what causes it exactly. I think it's the different winds that can blow at the same time. But it's really easy to crash here, so fingers crossed that doesn't happen. I have, whoops, slightly rerouted how I do it, and hopefully that will fix it. I haven't, oh my god, haven't crashed doing it that way. Oh my god. Can't run in a straight line apparently. Nervous now. Don't make me crash, please. Sorry, I wanted to get out of there really fast, even though that was a dodgy angle. Because it's like that spot right there near those clouds. It's like when they blow at the same time or something. Strangely, it only happens when I'm going fast. Like, it didn't happen to me casually. It doesn't happen to me when I die, usually. But if I'm on a good pace, it seems to happen every time. Alright, we have a custom boss fight now. This one is... I don't want to say, like, frustrating or janky or RNG or anything like that, because it's not actually true, but it's a little annoying. You get hit by a lot of wrenches. So let's see how we go. I'm staying near the edges of the platforms here so that she doesn't throw it where I want to be right after that. And just then I grabbed an extra platform so that I wouldn't get hit by the wrench in the air. It's a little frustrating because you know you can go faster, but at the same time getting hit by those wrenches at the worst time doesn't help. Oh my god. That was meant to be a long jump, but I wasn't running fast enough. Oh! That's perfect wrench time! There we go. This one in particular, because you're running in a straight line towards the wrenches, yeah. Oh! I got my timing off. I waited a little bit and I actually made it worse for myself. It's trying to be so cautious. Ah. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm like panicking now. There we go. Finally out of Cut Canyon. Yeah, that was the queen, and she's a real pain in the ass. The Mole King, on the other hand, is quite an easy fight, but we don't fight him. Hey, Mushy. Alright, we're in Simp City. I said it. I said the word. It's Simp City. That's what it's called. Prepare to be cancelled, everybody. I've tried avoiding that toad. I have no idea how far you'd have to be away from him. But yeah, if you're really far away, he just follows you and it takes forever, so I just let him catch me. And we will now skip all of the requirements to get to the end of this level with a BLJ. And unless I screw this up entirely, we'll also skip the star grab cutscene. I screwed it up! I deserved it! I deserved it! Well, I guess you can see what these are for now. How disappointing. I've done that only twice up till now, but I am also not in the best mindset because I was not expecting to do this run right now. Alright. I just keep misjudging where that wall is that you run through. That's what it's all about, like you lose your momentum as you run through it. And so I like just ended up in the wrong place before I jumped. It's very consistent texture that you just cross as you do it. Alright, finally we're gonna get to Princess Peach. We've all been waiting. I know what you perverts are like. You've all been waiting for this moment where we get to have sex with Peach. Right? That's the only reason you'd be collecting stars in this game. But all of these simp toads are surrounding her, so... Whoops. That did not go well. So ideally you'd get all these guys in one cycle, which would help by diving into the big mass of them as soon as they come off her. But I missed that, so we'll probably two-cycle this. And the cycles get progressively faster, so it's actually like a lot easier to get it in like 2 cycles than it would be in like 3 or 4, I feel. Yeah, like that. Whoop. That better be the last one. Alright, so we talk to Princess Peach and we ask her for sex, but then she says we're disgusting, we're just like those simp toads, so then Mr. fucking Subway Cooper comes here, who is actually Mr. Comet, and he white knights us, and unfortunately, this was actually a no sex % speedrun, and we just sped run not having sex. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone, but it's the reality of dating. The dating world is just, it's rough, man. And every time you think that you're gonna get some coochie, there's just a Cooper who works for Subway just lurking around the corner. Thanks for bearing with my mistakes, guys. I'm glad that I could not just leave that for Dead Space for you. We'll get back to doing our other runs on schedule now.